Welcome to the deep dive. And hey, thanks so much for sending in the source material that got us thinking about today's topic. It's a really intriguing one, the grace of fellow beings.
It really is interesting. The basic idea from the stuff you shared is really about noticing this huge, often hidden network of support that keeps your life going every single day.
Right.
And it's not just people, but, animals, plants. It's like everything working together that helps you out.
Okay, so yeah, this feels way bigger than just like someone holding a door open. So our goal here for this deep dive is to really get what this grace thing means based on these sources, see how wide it goes, maybe figure out why it's kind of tough to see today, and importantly, what actually noticing this grace could mean for you.
Exactly. And the source material actually defines the grace of fellow beings pretty simply. It's just recognizing all the ways other people, other things help make your life possible.
And the definition is so broad, that's what strikes me.
Yeah.
It's not just the obvious big favors. Like right now, listening to this, someone, had to write this down, we're recording it. Engineers made the mics, people coded the apps you're maybe using.
Or just think about something really normal like your breakfast. If you had coffee, well, think about the farmers, right? Who grew the beans, the people who transported them, the roasters, maybe the barista who made it.
Or the person who designed the actual cup.
Exactly. Or your phone. I mean, the designers, sure, but the miners. Getting the raw materials, the people in the factories, the shippers. It's kind of mind-boggling when you stop to think about it.
Yeah, it's like the whole world is this giant group project, and you're getting the benefits all the time without even realizing it.
Which brings us nicely to that related idea in the source material, mutual benefit.
Ah, right.
The idea that basically helping each other out makes things better for everyone, like I do well, you do well.
Kind of like when you recommend something great, maybe a restaurant, or hey, even this deep dive to a friend.
Yeah.
They get something good out of it, you feel good for sharing, maybe they suggest something cool back later. It's like a little engine of that mutual benefit.
That's a perfect little example. Now, okay, this idea is really central to the tradition in your sources, but you might be wondering, is this specific grace idea only found here?
That definitely crossed my mind. Is this totally unique, or does it pop up elsewhere?
Well, what's interesting, and the source points this out, is that while maybe the exact phrase grace of fellow beings is specific, the core ideas underneath it, interconnection, mutual support, you see those everywhere. Buddhism, for example, talks a lot about interdependence, the idea that nothing exists on its own. Your food, your clothes, the air you breathe, it's all tied to what others do.
Like that idea of pulling one thread and the whole thing moves, right? My breathing needs trees need soil and water, that needs ecosystems. It just, keeps going.
Exactly. Or think about Christianity, love your neighbor as yourself. That's fundamentally about mutual care, isn't it?
Sure, yeah.
Islam puts a huge emphasis on charity, zakat, and the whole idea of community support, the ummah. And even if you look at Western philosophy, something like utilitarianism, trying to get the most good for the most people, that resonates with mutual benefit. It's about collective well-being.
So, okay, the basic tune, we're connected. Helping each other is good. That's pretty universal. What makes the angle in this source material stand out then?
I think based on the source, it's the sheer breadth of what gets included in this grace. It's not just people helping people intentionally. It explicitly includes everything. People, yes, but also animals, the way your pet makes you feel, or even how wildlife plays a role in the environment. And plants, the oxygen, the food, just their beauty. It's this picture of a constant universal flow of support from the entire living world.
Wow. So it's this massive all-around support system, way beyond what we normally think about. Which makes that practical question from the source really hit home. If this grace is everywhere, why is it so darn hard to actually live like we know it, especially now?
Yeah, the sources give a few solid reasons for that. One big one is this dominant me-first thinking. We're often pushed to focus so much on our own success, competition, getting ahead, like chasing likes online or maybe feeling like you can't share notes because someone else might do better on the test. That feeling.
Like zero-sum idea. If I help you, somehow there's less for me. That's a big hurdle.
It really is. And another huge thing is just the disconnect in how things work now, these global supply chains, buying stuff online. We usually have no idea who made our stuff. You don't see the farmer who grew the avocado or the person who assembled your phone. It's so easy to just buy it and forget the huge chain of people and nature behind it.
The convenience sort of hides the connections.
Exactly. And then the source also mentions just being busy, right? distracted. Our minds are full of other stuff, scrolling, studying, worrying. We just don't pause to even notice this network, let alone feel grateful for it. We're kind of too busy to see the grace.
That makes a lot of sense. So, okay, given all that, how do the sources suggest we can actually start doing this? Are there small things we can do like right now?
Yeah, totally. The sources have some really simple, down-to-earth examples, like genuinely helping a friend who's maybe stuck on homework,
Direct mutual benefit right there. Simple.
or even just leaving a genuinely kind comment online, on someone's TikTok or whatever, adding a bit of good energy instead of criticism.
Oh, that's kind of a modern take on it.
It is. Or, say, doing your fair share, really contributing in a group project. Recognizing your effort helps everyone. Or even just taking a second, like the source suggests, look at your sneakers or your chair and just think for a moment about all the people involved in making it. And just let yourself feel a little grateful.
So it seems like it starts with just noticing more and then turning that noticing into these small, deliberate actions. Not huge things, just little consistent ones.
Exactly that. The source really stresses that these small things matter. They're how you practice the principle.
Okay, so we've got the idea, its huge scope, why it's tricky, and some baby steps. Now, the big so what question the source brings up. If you actually try to do this, notice the grace more, try to give back what's actually in it for you. Does it make your life better?
The source makes a strong case for the benefits, yeah. First, just how it feels inside. Being aware like this, contributing, it feels good. The sources say it's not just fuzzy feelings. Helping others can genuinely lower your stress, boost your own mood. Like that feeling when you help someone and they genuinely smile back. That lift.
Creates a kind of positive loop inside you.
Absolutely. Second, it really changes your relationships. When you're being supportive and kind, it just naturally makes your connections stronger. The source suggests that doing this builds trust, goodwill. So when you hit a rough patch, people are more likely to have your back.
So helping the network actually strengthens your own safety net within it.
Well put, yeah. And the source talks about this creating ripples outwards, these little acts of seeing grace and practicing mutual benefit. They don't just stop with you and one other person. They affect your friends, your family, your school, your work, making those places feel better. And this ripples out further, helping communities get along better. And the source even suggests it could help between countries.
Wow, it scales all the way up from one small act.
Yeah. And fundamentally, the source argues that living this way helps build a better world, plain and simple. Every small thing, picking up trash someone else dropped, thanking the delivery driver, giving a real compliment, it adds to this sort of collective good vibe.
Right.
Where everyone, including you, feels happier and can thrive more easily. You're not just passively living in the world, you're actively making it a slightly better place. And you benefit from that better place you're helping create.
So it really is reciprocal. You get all the support you give back, and doing that actually makes your own life and the world around you better. It's not like self-sacrifice that leaves you empty. It's more like a path where everyone wins.
Exactly. The individual benefits because the whole system they're part of gets stronger.
Man, this deep dive really highlighted the sheer scale of, well, the teamwork, right? That lets us live our lives every day, often in ways we totally miss. I think the main takeaway from the source material you sent is just the power of seeing that network, from the coffee beans to your phone to your friends, and then responding by pitching in yourself in small ways.
And the sources give that simple, strong call to action. Just try one small thing today. Seriously. Connect with someone, offer help, maybe just pause and feel thankful for the chair you're sitting on. These little things are how you actually live this idea, and they start that ripple effect that helps everyone, yourself included.
Yeah, I'd really encourage you, listening right now, try that today. After this, just pick one small thing and just notice. Notice how it feels inside. Notice how others react. Maybe notice if your perspective shifts even a tiny bit.
And maybe just to leave you with one last thought, really leaning into how incredibly broad this concept is in the sources. Just take a second and think about the almost unbelievable web of effort and just natural processes that are supporting the simplest thing right now. Not just your chair, but the floor under it, the building, the air you're breathing right now, the light. If you tried to trace back every single connection that makes this exact moment possible, where does that grace of fellow beings even end? And what does seeing that huge, maybe infinite web make you think about your own place in it all? What new opportunities or maybe responsibilities does that reveal?
Definitely a lot to chew on there. Thanks for diving deep with us today. We'll catch you next time.